911, where's your emergency?
Burswick Apartments is Williamson. The father of our child took our daughter, and I don't know where he's at with her. She's my daughter. He has no legal rights over her. I was supposed to take her for a DNA test at 1 o'clock, and for him, for child support, and he came over, and I thought he was going to give us a ride there, so we got in the car, and then I forgot something in my house, so I ran back upstairs to get my keys, and I came back down, and they're gone. He already went there. His appointment was an hour before mine was. He had already took the test. He just does not want me to bring Kate there. He knows that Kate is his, and he doesn't want to pay child support for her.
Okay, Ariel, we'll send somebody over so you can file a report, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Sean. Sorry about the wait, buddy. My name is Detective Sergeant Posma, and I'm with the Mesa County Sheriff's Office, okay? How you doing? You good with your water?
Yes, I'm fine.
Need anything? You smoke?
No thanks.
You don't smoke?
I don't.
Okay. Chew?
Yes.
You do chew? You want to chew? I got a little bit left.
Sure.
You want one? Go ahead, finish my can up, buddy. Spat right in that freaking. We'll share the spatter. How's that? Huh?
Thank you.
All right. Okay. How you feeling? Good? You all right?
I don't really know how to
Nervous?
describe it, I suppose.
Nervous?
I really don't know.
Okay, all right. Sean, are you employed any place right now?
Been laid off for quite a while. I'm seeking work, but
Okay.
in Army National Guard.
Okay, so you're in the Army National Guard. All right. And how long you been with the National Guard?
Close to 4 years.
Okay, 4 years. Did you do any active time?
I'm supposed to deploy in August.
Okay, all right. You were never active Army, you've always been National Guard?
Yes, always National Guard.
Okay. Have you ever been deployed before?
No.
You've never been deployed?
No.
Full rocker?
Oh,
E8 or?
He's E7, I believe.
He's 7 staff, so he's a staff sergeant? Okay.
Oh, no, he's E8.
He's E8?
Yes.
So he's master sergeant? 3 rockers down the bottom without the diamond is a master, right? I was in the military. I spent 3 years active, Army, 1st Infantry Division. Was combat medic. I then got out and I spent 7 years guard time out of the Cadillac Armory up in Cadillac, which at the time was an armored unit. They've now switched and gone to support or something, I don't know. I've been a police officer for 20 years, okay? Been a plainclothes detective for over 12 years. And I've worked here at the Sheriff's Office for it's about 17 years total. Okay, how do you feel about deploying? Good with it? Excited but nervous?
Don't really want to be away from my kid.
Right. Now you say you have a kid. What's your child's name? And how old is he? And with you?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that you. Okay. And what's your mom and dad's name?
Kim and Larry.
Kim and Larry. Okay. And it's Phillips, right?
Yes.
I have to ask because sometimes family dynamics. Okay. And mom.
Ariel, Cortland.
Okay. Do you have any other children?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Is there some question that you might be a father to another child?
The one in question here, yes.
Yeah, and what's her name?
Catherine.
Catherine?
Yes.
Is it spelled Kathrine?
That's, yes.
That's how you're spelling it?
I believe that's how it was spelled.
Okay. And does she carry your last name?
She gave her my last name, yes.
So she's Phillips?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you explain to me how I mean, it sounds, just in talking with you just shortly, you're not sure if this is your kid, right? And
It was,
can you just explain that to me a little bit? What's the situation there?
we dated briefly years ago.
Okay.
And she intentionally got pregnant.
Okay. And that's
Yes.
okay.
Well, it was very brief, like, relationship with us.
Okay.
And, where's it going with that? Well, it's been hell for all these years. Like, she's lived with me since she was 1 and was a ward of the state removed from her mother for a long time. And
Okay.
just her mother's, it's always seemed like one of those people you see on Maury or Dr. Phil's show where, like, 15-year-old.
Now you're talking about Ariel's mom?
Ariel.
Or just Ariel herself?
Or
Okay.
they think that having babies are cute and they just want to have a baby, but then they realize it's more
a lot of
than
work.
that. So she's always lived with me, but she's never really seemed concerned with being a part of it. It's just harassing me and trying to emotionally, mentally abuse me.
I want to talk a little bit about Catherine. What's the situation right now with you and Ariel and Catherine? What's that all about?
Well,
I mean, let me start this way. What is she claiming in regards to Catherine?
legally she's claiming it's mine.
Okay.
It's been quite a strange thing. Like,
Okay.
throughout her whole pregnancy, she rarely tried to kind of hide it.
Okay.
And even up to this day, she will outright tell people that I don't usually see or people I don't know that we are married and living together and we have another kid in common.
Okay.
Or one expected at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
But then other people, she'll tell them the truth.
Okay.
And from talking to her mother and her friends and family, and actually seeing like stuff on Facebook that she's put in text messages and stuff, I guess there's 5 possible fathers, not counting me,
Okay.
and then a 6th.
And so, since Catherine's birth, what has happened? Has there been any kind of legal things that are going on or anything like that, as far as whether or not you are the father or not
Oh,
the
yes.
father?
Well, she'd always try to hide her when I'm over there, and she never really spoke about her with me, but
Okay.
then just suddenly I get this thing in the mail saying that, well, from the prosecuting attorney,
Okay.
about how she's accusing me as father, but then when I talked to her, she said that she didn't, and they're just putting 2 and 2 together because we already have a kid in common, so
Okay.
she's saying the prosecuting attorney just assumed it was me.
Okay. So she filed some paperwork.
She
with
says
the
it wasn't her
prosecutor.
that did it, but I don't believe that.
Okay. And that was for some type of, what, paternity test type
It
thing,
was
or?
come in, sign the paperwork, decline that you think it is, and
Okay.
opt for the paternity test.
Opt for the paternity. And did
Which-
you do that then?
I had to do that today at 12.
Okay.
Actually did it a little bit earlier than 12.
Okay, so you did have your paternity test today?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you have to go for that?
That was the laboratory in the hospital here in Huntington.
Did they give you any results of that or anything?
It was a mouth swab on both sides and then
They'll get back with you or
a lot
what?
of paperwork. I'm guessing I'll just get something in the mail.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know if they actually do it there, because the paperwork kind of said it was sent.
Send someplace for the testing part?
Right.
Okay. All right. What happens once you're there and what happens after that?
We argued and fought, I want to say for an hour or more.
Okay.
Got a bit more escalated than usual.
Okay.
And not physical, of course, but just
Right.
quite a few threats. It's not uncommon for her to threaten to run away with Haley next time she has her or something, but
Right.
just, I've already informed her that I'm going back to court over this.
Okay.
This was probably earlier this week.
Okay.
So it's just more court threats. We argued and argued. Then she's saying that she has to go somewhere.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, what about this paperwork? And then all of a sudden it wasn't paperwork, it was just having to go somewhere and fill out something.
Right.
I have no idea what it was about.
Okay.
It's probably not even true, really.
Okay.
So then I go to leave. We're kind of arguing all the way out. And I get in my car and I start to back up, and she opens the door and starts putting Catherine in the car.
Okay.
And I was like, well, what are you doing? And she's like, well, what do you mean, what am I doing? And then she just expected me to take her to the DHS.
Okay.
because I guess she had an appointment, according to her, to give her up for adoption,
Okay.
which she's been saying like for probably 7 months now, 8 months, that she's going through adoption or working on it, but,
Okay.
and I guess there's been over close to 80 attempts probably of just like meeting with people or something, but somehow she's always expecting a phone call for them to actually meet for the exchange part,
Okay.
and all the paperwork's already filled out for an adoption, but
Uh-huh.
I kind of doubt that too. I don't know what she's really doing or what's going through her head, but,
Okay.
so, I got kind of sidetracked off.
That's okay.
So then, I drive her over to the DHS. She tries to stop me, told me to stop like by the hospital. I'm like, well, why the hospital? And so then I keep driving to the DHS. We're still arguing. Just pause briefly from the argument for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we get there. She isn't getting out. She's just sitting there and arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'd like to get home. So then she wants me to drive her somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her I'm not your damn taxi service.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm especially not going to be driving you around
Mm-hmm.
when I could be doing better things and driving you around while I'm just being yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
So then she gets out and she gets her daughter out, Catherine. And she starts walking, gets probably about 20 steps away.
But when you're at her apartment and then you go back over to the hospital, right, what you said, did she put Catherine back in the car?
She was in the car whenever we were. So
Okay, so Catherine was in the car the whole time?
I can't really recall if we went back to the apartment twice or just that one time, but we were just fighting the whole time, so
Right.
all I wanted to do was just get home and get her
Where
away
was,
from me.
where was Catherine at in the car while you guys were driving around?
She put her behind the driver's seat.
Okay. Right. Was she in a baby seat?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then when you dropped him off the last time, you dropped Ariel off, right? She took Catherine with her?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I gotta make just a real quick phone call, and then I'll be right back. Can I get you some more water or anything?
I'm fine.
Okay, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sean, it's real important that you know that you're real honest with me, okay? I know quite a bit of information, okay? And if you start to lie to me or something like that or not, or whatever, okay, it's important for us to just stand as even keel here. My number one concern right now is for Catherine, okay? You know, and so that's what my questioning is gonna be about, is about Catherine, okay? Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Around each other, but
How do you feel, because you had mentioned to me, how do you feel, you said that Ariel had been talking about wanting to put Catherine up for adoption and stuff like that. And if in fact, okay, this paternity test comes back and let's say Catherine is yours, okay? How would you feel about the adoption? Do you feel like that's a viable option?
it's been hell. Basically raised this kid by myself.
Oh.
She's in the picture. It's not even really a functional thing, so I wouldn't.
Right.
Plus, I haven't even really been in his life so far, so.
Right.
I don't really think that she's capable of parenting, so.
Okay.
Or even
So would it be a
coming
fair
close, so-
statement, would it be a fair statement then that if this was Catherine's, this would definitely be a financial burden for you and a time commitment burden?
Yes,
I mean, having another child. Would that be a fair statement?
yes.
Okay. But I'm very, very concerned about Catherine, okay? And do you know where Catherine is at?
Usually, Ariel's been known to play quite strange games like this, or, well, not like this. This is by far the farthest anything's ever gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually just been like hiding it from me, like with someone she knows, or not giving her back, or I think she even once sold me her phone
Mm-hmm.
and then reported stolen around the time that we were about to go into court. So
Right.
just
Well,
to try to get some.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I can understand, you know, I understand all that, Sean. I understand, you know, with these types of relationships, little games get played. You know, games like taking somebody's cell phone or, you know, those kinds of things. I totally understand that, but we got a lot different situation here right now. We're talking about a human being.
Yes.
We're talking about a 5-month-old girl that cannot care for herself. Okay? She cannot care for herself. She needs somebody to care for her. Okay? And that takes it to a whole nother level. Okay? A whole nother level. I'm not talking about the little shenanigans of taking your phone, doing that kind of stuff. Okay? This is over the top. Okay? All right?
Right.
This is some serious stuff. Okay? All right? I asked you the question, do you know where Catherine's at? And you never really answered that question. You just told me that, well, Ariel does this and Ariel does that.
Oh.
Okay?
What I was getting at is, I'm guessing she just has her with a friend or someone she knows.
Okay.
I only know of 2 of the people she uses for babysitters, but,
Okay.
well, 3.
All right.
But
So what you're telling me right now is that you have no idea where Catherine is.
I know she knows, but I have no
I'm not
way.
asking you that.
I have no way of
I'm not
knowing
asking you
myself.
that, okay, Sean? I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you a specific question. Do you know where Catherine is right now?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right. All right. When was the last time that you saw Catherine?
I'm not sure on the time, really, probably.
Okay. Give me a situation then where you last saw Catherine.
It was probably around 2 when I finally left from her apartment.
Okay. So the last time you saw Catherine was when you were at whose apartment?
Ariel's apartment.
Okay. And you believe that was around 2 o'clock?
That would be my best guess, yes.
Okay. And where was Catherine at when you last saw her?
In the car seat behind me.
Car seat behind you. Okay. All right. You didn't see where she went from there?
Into her apartment.
And who took her into the apartment?
Ariel did.
And did she say anything to you about that, Ariel? When she left, when she parted ways, what was her last comment?
I think we were still arguing. She wanted me to stay there for a minute and so we could argue some more, work
Mhm.
things out supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And it was still about the 4th of July thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
as I was leaving or shutting my door and leaving, she says, well,
My feeling on this whole thing is, Sean, is that you didn't want to have this responsibility with Catherine. Is that correct? I mean,
what do you mean exactly?
you didn't, number one, you didn't feel like Catherine was your child.
Yes.
Is that correct? And number two, you're going to take a paternity test to find out one way or the other, right?
Right.
And you really don't want to be the father of Catherine. I mean, if you are, you are. But
Yes.
deep down, be honest with me right now. Deep down, you really don't want this child to be yours.
To be honest, yes.
Okay. This is what I think, okay, Sean? This is what I think. And I want you to just be quiet and just listen to what I got to say, okay? Number one, I want to try to help you, Sean, okay? I want to try to help you, all right? In order for you to be helped, okay, I've got to have some information, okay? And some of the things I think that you've been talking about here on some of these last couple of questions that I have, I don't know that you've been totally honest with me about your feelings about this thing, okay? I need to know where you're coming from here, okay? Because outwardly, you're showing me that you don't have very much compassion for not only Ariel, but Catherine, because you don't want to be bound up with this another child, especially with Ariel, okay? I understand that, okay? Everything that you've told me about the nightmares that you've had with in all these things, okay? You feel like you're getting painted back into a corner again with her, okay? And I understand that, okay? I really do, because I see this happening all the time, okay? I've been doing this job for 20 years, all right? And I've seen where females, okay, are boxing guys in the corners, okay, with children and all that kind of stuff. I understand that, okay? I do, because I've seen it happen, okay? Women, okay, when they want something and they want it bad enough, they'll go to whatever lengths it is to make those things happen. And I believe that Ariel wants you, okay? And she wants to stay close to you, and she wants to keep you under her thumb, whatever you want to call it, spell, whatever it is, okay? And she's willing to go to whatever lengths it is, you know, get pregnant and all this kind of stuff, okay? Now, for you, that's upsetting, okay? I mean, granted, if Catherine's your kid, so be it. But you don't believe that that's the case, okay? I believe that today there was an argument that went about where you were trying to persuade her, okay, to do the adoption. Because I believe that that's what's best. And I think that you know that's what's best for Catherine. If it's my kid or not my kid, I mean, there's got to be a little bit of inkling there of compassion for Catherine, what Catherine's going to have to go through. Because you're already seeing it,
Yes.
right? I mean, you're already seeing having to go through. This pulling and tugging going on, okay? That obviously upsets you because you've spent the majority of our time together here today talking about the effects that it's made on you. Maybe not in direct form, but everything you've said, what I've got from it is that the whole relationship between you and Ariel involving has been a struggle at best, okay? And now there's a possibility of another child going into this whole thing, okay? You've been painted into a corner with this whole thing, getting the paperwork from the prosecutor's office, okay? Making you take this paternity test, okay? And she's the one that's saying, you know, that I'm the child or the father of this child. And she's not listening to any kind of reasoning that I have, okay? And you got pissed off. You got pissed off. And I got people that'll tell me all over inside that apartment complex that you guys were arguing and raising hell, okay? But you know what? That's understandable because you're dealing with a freaking psycho, okay? Just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out, all right? I don't want you to say anything right now. Just hear what I got to say. Once again, I'm right here sitting with Ariel, arguing over the same shit that I've been arguing with her about for the last 3 years of my life, probably before they even born, okay? The same shit, okay? And you got pissed. I don't blame you. You got madder than hell. I know you did. I know you were pissed, okay? And you know what? I would be too. Because here I am trying to deal with somebody that's not even reasonable. Not even reasonable. I mean, I can't even talk to this frickin' woman, okay? And now, I'm going to be possibly strapped with having another child with her, okay? And I've already got a bag full of nightmares, okay, in dealing with her. And I can see this is going right down the same road again. Right? I'm going right down the same damn road with her. You know what? I don't want to do it. And you were pissed. And you were angry. And you were mad. Okay? And when you left that apartment, you left with Catherine. Okay? You left with Catherine. Because you know what? Piss on you. Piss on you, Ariel. Okay? I'm out of here. And you had Catherine with you. The question now is, though, is are we going to do the right thing? And the right thing is for Catherine. Let's forget everybody else. Let's forget Ariel. Let's forget you. Let's forget everybody else. Okay? Catherine is the innocent one here today. She can't speak for herself. She can't talk for herself. She can't defend herself. She can do nothing. Okay? And you took her somewhere because you were pissed. And I understand that. I understand you were pissed. Okay? I would be too. Because here I go again. Fucking Ariel. Okay? And you were pissed. And you drove out of that parking lot with Catherine in the backseat of your car. Okay? The question is now, for you, okay, is that are you going to do the right thing or are you going to do the wrong thing? The right thing is to tell me where Catherine is. Okay? That's the right thing. For Catherine. No matter what's happened. Okay? Whether or not Catherine's alive, whether or not Catherine's dead, or whether or not you know whether or not Catherine is dead or alive right now. Because she's obviously not here, and she's not with us. But she's somewhere. And you know where she's at. I need to know where she's at. Okay? So I can go take care of Catherine. Because Catherine needs to be taken care of. At least Catherine needs to be taken care of. Don't you believe that? Don't you believe that Catherine at least needs to be taken care of in this situation? Yes. Throw everything else out. Throw everything else out. You know, fight with Ariel, your relationship with Ariel, whatever it may be. Okay? You know where Catherine is at. Okay? I believe that 100%. 100%, Sean. I believe you know where Catherine is. Okay? You know where she is. Okay? You know where she is, Sean. Okay? You know where she is. You drove out of that parking lot with her in the back of your car. Okay? Question now is, where is Catherine? Okay? You need to tell me the truth. Because it's only going to get worse for you. Okay? I'm telling you right now. Do you think that this community is going to put up with us? It's not. And this is not going away, Sean. This is not going away. Okay? And let's do it for Catherine. Innocent Catherine. Okay? The clothes that Catherine had on. This is not looking good for you, Sean. The clothes that Catherine had on was found in your pocket. Okay? The only way that that gets off her is because of you. Okay? No, stop. I don't want you responding to me. Okay? Somehow, her clothes got in your pocket. Okay? Somehow, Catherine's clothes that she was wearing this morning got in your pocket. Okay? Catherine's seat is in your car. Her baby diaper is in your car. Her bottle is in your car. Okay? All those things are in your car, in your possession. Okay? It is not looking good for you. Let me help you, Sean. Let me help you. As a brother in the military, whatever it may be, let me help you. If you keep going down this road of denying and telling me lies about whether or not you know where Catherine is, it's going to get bad for you. It's going to get bad. I don't want to see that. If we can salvage something right now, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay? Let's salvage something right now. Okay? Because if you go down this road, I'm going to tell you right now, I've worked in this system for 20 years, Sean. It ain't going to be good for you. You drove out of that parking lot with Catherine in the back of your car. And you know where Catherine is. Okay? All the evidence points that you had Catherine in that car. Her clothing is in the pocket of your car, of your pants that she had on today. Okay? Where is Catherine? Where is Catherine at, Sean?
I believe I want an attorney at this point.
Okay. Stay right there.